A judge has denied the pretrial motion from Lindsay Clancy's defense attorney in order to allow witnesses to come and testify in this murder trial on behalf of their own experience with postpartum depression and or postpartum psychosis. I'm going to read to you a few things in front of me on why they denied the motion, and we will go from there. I'm going to start quoting her defense attorney here. This happened yesterday in court, FYI. He is saying it is important for people to realize she was a great mother. She was a mother who every night would sing Rascal Flatts song to her daughter to put her to sleep. They would dance on the kid's bed. This is a woman that was an incredible, incredible mother. He describes her mental health issues as toxic soup, and then goes on to say in this court filing at this pretrial motion, he has been contacted by 15 different people who allege to have personal experience with postpartum psychosis, hallucinations, or SSRI use who are willing to testify at this trial. These people have no believed connection to the case, but have, and I quote, been victimized by the medical system that fails to recognize the severe, debilitating, and devastating impact of PPD and PPP. Clancy requests permission to present testimonial evidence from witnesses who have themselves suffered from both, including the suicidal ideation, infanticide ideation, so that's the infant ideation, homicidal ideation with auditory and visual hallucinations. The judge, however, is siding with the prosecutors, and this is why. They are saying allowing women to testify who have no connection to this tragic case and are not experts would be prejudicial and require prosecutors to call even more witnesses, which is true. And I quote, women who suffer from PPD and PPP, who did not kill their children, who locked themselves in a room to keep themselves from harming their children, who got in a car and drove away so they didn't harm their children. The prosecutor said, and she also said, and so then it becomes a trial within a trial, which is fair. And another side note, they will be screening each juror as they're doing their jury selection for any mental health issues and mental health history. So leading into this, I'm going to assume there's no bias behind it. We'll see what happens. I would think it would be highly inappropriate to just bring in random other women who are not connected, don't know Lindsay Clancy. How are you even picking these people? Because they've reached out to you. How do you vet that situation? In order to do it, you really would need them to release their medical history to you. And also, again, they did not unalive their children, right? Or then you would be looking for the women in prison to come testify at the trial, which is neither here nor there. But it is this whole trial and this entire defense and everything moving forward, due to the fact that she is in a mental facility, she is not in prison, is really circulating around this postpartum psychosis, the over medication, if there was an over medication, which we know they did give her a lot, but what was she taking at the time? How long in between these other medications was she on a new one? How abrupt was the stoppage of the old medication? I have so many questions, and the trial will begin and we will start to get answers, and then we will go through it. So with that being said, make sure you are following me. As soon as the trial starts, I recap everything. If you've been here, then you know, and it doesn't matter if it's a week or 8 weeks long. I will be here. I will give you the update, and it's going to be a long one. I believe we are looking at 6 weeks, possibly 8 weeks for this trial. So lock in, make sure you're following me, drop a comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.